we're off. All righty. Thanks again, Monica, for hopping on the call with me. I greatly appreciate it. So, first question for you is, can you take me back to the moment when you kind of realized that you needed to do something different in your life? Essentially, what was your like wake up moment that led you on this journey?
Definitely, it was when first joining digital marketing was a must. I was rejecting it because I come from the corporate world, like 30 years working for the industry worldwide. And well, I am old generation. I'm 54 years old. So I was rejecting it. I like human touch.
Mhm.
So I was rejecting that I was going to be talking to a phone or to a computer until I was faced to the reality that if you want to continue being active and updated, then you need to understand digital marketing. So I made a master's degree here in Canada, all related to digital marketing, to international marketing, and I saw the potential it had. Then I joined the Legacy Builders, and on top, then I see this amazing training done by leaders in the industry. I said, this is what I need to do. Because one thing is having the knowledge, understanding it, and another thing is to implement it. So you need that guidance, and that's a must. If you really want to boost your business and understand it from the bottom to the top, you have to have that knowledge. That means investing in your business.
Mhm. Absolutely. So you were probably in a little different position than most, right? Because you went out and actually, which is impressive as well, you actually got like a degree in marketing and things like that. So I'm sure that helped you along the way in this as well, right?
Definitely does because it gives you the understanding. But as I said, I come from a different generation.
Right.
So I understand the human part of marketing, but I
Mhm.
did not see, I could not even understand what's this CTA and CTR. What was that like? Had to
Right,
put it
right.
in a notebook. Like, what is this teacher talking about?
Uh-huh.
But after a couple of weeks, I was like, oh, this is so interesting. Once I
Yeah.
started to understand what the algorithm means, what all this means, it was like, oh my God, there's a whole word I was missing it. I have always said, students that I have had, digital marketing is like a parallel world. If you avoid it, you're missing a lot.
Right. Absolutely. No, you're 100% right. So, was there anything else that you were kind of craving at that point, aside from maybe like wanting another income stream? Were you craving, maybe impact, stability, purpose, anything like that?
While having an accountability group that pushes you because we all have ups and downs in life.
Right.
And if you want to do it by yourself, then in those moments where you feel low, those moments you may say, I quit. But
Mhm.
if you have the accountability, I will tell you something. There are some days that you are just not in the best mood. I hop into one of my trainings and it is not more than 30 seconds. Then
Mhm.
I'm back in. The emotion, the human touch that I love so much, the knowledge and seeing people being so successful and changing so many lives, it just pushes you further away. It pushes you a different level. And knowing that you belong to a family
Mhm.
that you can reach out 24/7 and there will be always someone in any other part of the world that will give you an answer full of support, encouragement, and not with zero expectations to have something in against it, right?
Yeah.
Because the business that we do not depend. We don't have to share our commissions with anybody because I am saying this because I belong to a business where
Mhm.
you have to share your commission. So there was always that interest behind it. But in this business, it's not the case.
Right. Absolutely. And it's important too, what you said about accountability. And that's a great thing about this too, being a part of this community is that everyone is kind of in the same boat, right? Everyone wants to achieve those same type of things. So if you need advice or, just a shoulder to lean on, that you can go at any time in that community, ask a question or ask for help, and it'll be answered. So that's a really special thing about it as well. Um, so who would you say that you're building this for really?
Well, I have two goals, important goals. I'm a veterinarian and animal nutritionist by background. As I
Mhm.
said, I come from the corporate world, from the food industry,
Mhm.
animal food industry, 30 years. And I have also a huge passion for animals. And on top of that, I have an experience, a personal experience where I had everything in my life. And after my divorce, I had to start from zero again at 50.
Hmm.
So that's the moment that I met this group of people, my group of people, women above 50, because I'm from Mexico, I work here in Canada.
Hmm.
And then suddenly I'm faced to a reality because we don't speak up. But I saw so many women that were facing the reality of having to start again from zero, either widowed or by themselves or divorced, whatever. And I saw the need to find a way to retire properly, to retire with dignity, to retire with what was ours. So I have this goal in my life to help all those women. Of course, I can also help men that are
Hmm.
working towards women, to regain their dignity, to regain that freedom of having the possibility to choose. Can I
Hmm.
visit my grandkids? Can I travel? Can I afford to have this new car? Can I afford to live in a better place? Changed my zip code. I changed my zip code. This is my house.
Hmm.
This is my view in the back. I'm not making it up. 1 year ago, my situation was really different. So
Hmm.
if I see that I can do this for myself, I can do this for other people. On top, I have this passion for animals, which
Right.
means I have rescued animals so many years, like for forever.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, women or men, people that are above 50, they tend to lose part of their income. So they cannot afford their own expenses. How are they going to be able to afford the expenses of their pets? So in this industry, I have seen so many old animals surrendered by people that are above 50 because they're not going to afford it. So
Hmm.
my business is pet friendly retirement for women above 50 because I want to touch all those lives. This is a personal goal that I have, and I'm very sensitive. I cry sometimes with those women and seeing those pets
Yeah,
lonely, waiting
no.
to be rescued after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, all their lives waiting for a new opportunity, for a new family.
Yeah.
So I want to change that. No matter what, I want to touch as many people's lives as possible.
No, and that's great. And it's good to have those goals, right? And it's important to know what you want to go after, right? And because a lot of the time we're kind of just, fumbled through life and it's like, well, we want to do something, but we don't know exactly what it is. And so like the first step is like actually figuring out the type of person that you want to help, right? And you've already done that and you are doing it, which is really good as well. Um, so what would you say is different about you now compared to when you had first joined the DG Mastermind?
Well, first of all, having that knowledge.
Hmm.
And well, we have amazing mentors. Amazing mentors. Mike and Michelle, just amazing. I love Michelle's love, the love that she puts into this business. She can be traveling with her family, having her birthday in Greece, and still she connects,
Right.
right?
Oh yeah.
Her mom was almost, well, in a very difficult situation, and she
Hmm.
connected from the hospital, from the training of her son. That's love, that's passion towards what she wants for her life and for others. She has that feeling of not letting people down. She might not be perfect, but she is doing this almost perfect. So that's something that I have to say bravo, bravo, that's amazing. And Mike, well, he's a piece of art. He has this mind, this brightness, this clarity. I have a son that has some traits that he has. I've
Uh-huh.
spoken with him about it, and I can see this bright mind that he has. So I love the training that he gives because I have to take notes because it's so, so good.
Hmm.
I'm old school, but when I look into my notes, like I am learning so much. So if you have a pair that leaders this, then everything that comes after that, it's just amazing. Then we have Amy, we have Jen, we have Michelle S. We have so many people in this training, and the mentorship and the people, the group, our family, our extended family. It's just amazing. So, what has changed? My confidence, knowing that I am not alone, knowing that we will meet in September, for example, knowing that there's always someone there. So, they have the leadership that I needed. And it's a servant leadership. Let me tell you something. When we were at Michelle's house, she was mopping,
Yeah.
she was taking food out of her fridge, she
Hmm.
was receiving, I think, 100 people in their house,
Right.
morning, evening, afternoon, late evening. So
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the first business I do, and I had never seen this before.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's great. Like I said, you can ask for two better people to kind of be learning from and be at the forefront of this thing, right? Because they've already put in years of work, right, to get to this point finally. And it's like now it's like, they're just sharing the exact steps that got them there with you guys, right? So it's just great. It's just a matter of what you guys will do with the information now, right? But it's great because there's such big supporters of all of you, and that's all they really care about is your guys' success. So yeah, you couldn't ask for two better people to learn from on that. So what would you say that you're most proud of accomplishing so far?
My confidence. Uh, I know exactly what is my next step. I have been able to see what is missing on my business because we tend to develop myopia. We tend to develop. We don't see what is missing. So every time that I ask for something, I get an answer. So the clarity is what I needed, and now I have it.
Yeah,
And the certainty, knowing exactly where I want to get, having that vision, that strategy, those goals, and knowing that I am not alone. So that clarity is what I needed, and that's what I have gained.
absolutely. No, I love that. I love that. So, we talk a lot about, excuse me, mindset and how important it is, not only in just everyday life, but also in business. Was there a type of mindset that kind of helped you uh, along this journey, just kind of get through the day to day?
Definitely. Well, we have a mindset coach. We
Mhm.
have had some other trainings in the business, and I think both mm, they may not be mindset coaches, but there are some moments where they feel that they need to push the community, and they do it in a way that people just get on fire, right?
Right.
And so if you see people doing what I just explained, that mom is at the hospital and I'm there, if you guide by example, right?
Hmm.
So if you see that, it's like I don't have any way that I can have an excuse to show up and to
Right.
do this, right? So it's changing your mindset, sorry,
Yeah.
flipping it. And I mean, there's no excuse here, everybody's giving you a part of that mindset that you need to have those results in your business.
Hmm. Heck yeah. No, I love that. I love that. So, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's say your business is where you want it to be, you're making the type of money that you want to make. What does your dream life look like 12 months from now?
Oh, I want to be able to visit my mom in Mexico anytime I want or bring her to Canada. I went to visit one of my daughters who is abroad studying her career in the US. I live in Canada, as I said. I want to travel a lot. I want to wake up whenever I want to. I'm an early bird,
Hmm.
but only if I want to, not if I have to. And having that freedom, and of course, starting my project to help these women and animals that I was talking about, having that, it's just what I need, like freedom, time freedom, and money freedom. If you have both, you may have money freedom, but you may not have the time. I had that before, and I was just traveling like crazy,
Hmm.
working for someone else, and never enjoying. I have to travel something from Monday to Sunday. I just switched my luggage and again traveling. So people say, like, oh, so amazing to travel. Yes, but sometimes I was traveling to a beach and I was not even feeling the sand, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been to New Orleans and have never been there. I've
Right.
been to many parts of the world and I've not been there, just
Hmm.
in a room having
Yeah. Yeah.
conferences,
No, and that's a great
being super
example. Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
So I need the money and the time to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, work for at the time that whenever I want, because we also have everything recorded. So if you
Right.
really don't need to be there present, you can always go back to the recordings. So
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and that's a good point. Like you said, you go to all these places and travel to all these places and all over the world, right? But it's like you can't enjoy the places, right? Because you're stuck working or in an office or in a conference room, right? And it's just like that's all you're there for, right? So while you do get to experience traveling, it's like it's not on your own accord, right? It's not you're there for work. It's not there to enjoy it. So, I think a lot of people are also in that same boat as well. Um, so what do you think it would mean to not only yourself, but your family, your future, your legacy when you pull this off?
Well, definitely having the resources to create those organizations.
Hmm.
I know many of them here in Canada, and if I ever go back to Mexico or wherever I go, I will definitely look for those organizations and offer my help and partner with them so that they know they have someone who went through a situation and relates with all those stories, and give all the support that I can, giving them these tools. It's not like doing things for them, but offering them the tools to also change their lives, because nobody has done anything for me. I restarted from zero,
Hmm.
zero. And I know that it is possible. It takes time, it takes courage, discipline, mindset. But eventually, if you have to focus, then you will get where you want. I mean, Rome was not built in one day, right? It takes
Exactly.
time. But if you have been working for 30 years, like myself, in the industry, why couldn't I be working for a couple of years until I start seeing like good results in changing that and starting my projects, my forever projects, and also leaving a legacy behind, not only for my family, but for those projects that they have a recurrent income. And if I ever something happens to me, I know that my kids also have somewhere like something to rely on, and that are they just have something safe, right? A safe place, and also this project they have, those animals, those people.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's like you're saying, right? It's like it doesn't matter really how long it takes, right? I think a lot of the time when people get involved or something, or just anything in general, right? I think it's one of those things where we're kind of like searching for instant gratification, right? We want the huge wins to come instantly, right? But 90% of the time, more like 99% of the time, it doesn't work like that, right? For some
No.
people, they can get it on the first try, right? And that's great, good for them. But for some people, it could take a year, some five, some 10.
Oh,
But the biggest thing is, right, just staying consistent. It's like taking those little steps, working every day, right? Trying to do better. And that's all you can ask of anyone. It's like, and if you do that, then obviously, eventually, there's no way that you can't have success. So, um, what advice would you give to someone who's maybe in the same position as you or, on the fence or scared to start with something like this? What advice would you give that person?
well, there are so many testimonials in this business. I can give them mine, but maybe it's not convincing because it comes from myself. But there are so many testimonials of people living below a bridge, or people who were laid off, people living in their cars,
Mhm.
and they changed their life. Like people working 2, 3 shifts, never seeing their kids. I mean, I changed my zip code, and I'm telling, like, I want to go into details, but it changed dramatically. It was just 1 year exactly from now.
Mhm.
It was really dramatic in terms of health and financial situation. And it was just a different life. And if you don't believe, I just posted, I think, on one of my social media because I realized that, oh my God, that was 1 year ago living this situation, that uncertainty, not knowing what will happen next day.
Mhm.
And I posted on my social media, if you knew from 1 year to in 1 year from today how much your life could change, but you just need to take action. You should stop overthinking, because if you don't give it a try, and you may fail, but at
Mhm.
least you tried it. There's nothing worse than not trying. So you're avoiding changing your life. So
Right.
you're your worst enemy. Your
Yeah.
mind's your worst enemy. So stop hearing all those noises and just take action, either with this business or another. Just take action, because you deserve it. You're worth it.
Yes.
And you can do it. It just takes time, patience. Yes, investing. and letting all those distractions away from your life. There's a woman who said like, "Oh yes, I work full time, but I want time for my kid." I was like, "Yes, and I don't want to do this because the free time that I would have the time for with my kid." So how long is she gonna be working full time and not
Hmm.
having the time instead of sacrificing for a couple of years, maybe a little bit, and then in long term seeing that. Dean Graziosi, Dean Graziosi, who works
Yep.
with Tony
Uh-huh.
Robbins,
Hmm.
was saying, I was listening to him. People think that digital marketing is like strawberry bush,
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a bush and it comes like very soon, like a couple of months. But no, digital marketing is like an apple tree. It takes years to give
Yes.
you apples. But once it gives you apples, it will never stop.
Right.
And strawberries will stop.
Hmm.
So I loved it because it's evergreen.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, and that's good. That's awesome. That's very good. So last question for you, Monica. What do you now know is possible?
Oh, wow. So this is limitless. That it depends only on you. That it is hard.
Hmm.
It's not easy. This is not for everybody. I have to be realistic. I will not put sugar on top of everything.
Right.
It takes time and you may fail and try and try and try. I have a customer, she is doing amazing, but then she's like, "Oh, I've posted for a couple of months or weeks and I have not had any sale." Like, it takes time. Just stay consistent. And I have another customer, she surpassed my results by far. So, but she does everything that is required. So just take action. Just take action. That's it. That's everything you need to do.
Yeah.
Put
No,
your
I love
mind
that.
into that. Put your heart, do it with passion.
Yes.
Find find a goal that you want to accomplish no matter what. Do a vision board. Train your mind. Set your mind the way you need to set it up so that you're ready for that life that you deserve so much. That's everything you need.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so simple, right? And like it's like you said, it's like that's the only thing you need to do, right? Is just start, right? Take action somewhere, just begin. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna make mistakes, right? You're gonna
Yes.
fall on your face 1,000 times, right? But just get back up, dust yourself off, keep going, right? Just stay consistent, don't give up. That's all, you can really tell anyone. And it's like if they really want it enough, they'll do it. And it's like you said too, it's like it's not for everyone, but the ones who want change and want something different for themselves will take the actions to get there no matter what. So,
Yes, something that I also want to add is when we work in social media, people is afraid about people will think about them.
yeah.
Honestly, nobody cares.
No, yeah, doesn't matter.
Jen, still in one of our mindset coaches, gave us an exercise
Hmm.
to lay on the floor of a mall in the middle
Yeah,
of
I heard.
people.
Yeah, I was on that training. Yeah.
Okay, and so there's a mall here in Vancouver, Metrotown. It's the
Uh-huh.
busiest mall. I came at the busiest time, just in front of this food chain, one of the most known worldwide. It
Uh-huh.
was full of people. It was really crowded. I was lying there for 2 to 3 minutes. I don't know. People were almost stepping on top of me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They didn't care. They didn't care. So if
Yeah.
you continue thinking about what people will say, most probably they will admire you.
Hmm. Yes.
Most probably they will criticize you, but they want what you have in your hands. They want the power that you have embraced in your life. They want that confidence that you have now. They want that.
Yes.
They don't mean it bad. And if they do, why to go?
Hmm.
Because you're making noise out there and you will be even louder very soon.
Oh yeah. Yes. Very well put. Very good. No, that was awesome. Great advice as well. Now, well, that is all the questions I had for you, Monica. I want to thank you again for hopping on the call with me. You did great. I'm excited to see your progress, right? And then, hopefully we can hop back on one of these again when you're, hit those big wins and have had all these big successes and you can tell us all about how you did it.
Yes, yes, definitely. And also, probably we'll meet in September. I'm coming to Kansas in
Okay,
September.
awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see you again in person. Yeah, we'll have a
For
blast.
sure.
We're gonna learn a lot, and yeah, it'll be great.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your time, for this great interview. And let's hope to touch many lives.
Yes, definitely. All right, Monica. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Same for you, Alex. Thank you so much.